Yeah, just 22 and 24. Pretty quick and easy. So we have students in an intro stats class were asked to describe their politics as liberal, moderate, or conservative, and we have the results listed there. And so what percent of the class is male? How would we set that one up?
115 over 192.
And so that comes out to rounded about 60%. What percent of the class considers themselves to be conservative?
27 over 192.
27 over 192, and that one's going to be about 14%. What percent of the males in the class consider themselves to be conservative?
You have a pencil.
I don't think that's the right answer.
I can't guarantee that it's sharp, but
It's close enough.
21 over 115.
yep, and that is about 18%. All right, now this next one, the wording can be a little weird. What percent of all students in the class are males who consider themselves to be conservative?
21 over 192.
Yep. And that's about 11%.
Wait, what percent of the class are males who?
What percent of the students in the class, of all students in the class, so that's what it's out of, are males that are conservative,
Okay.
basically.
So it wouldn't be 21 over 115 then.
Yeah, the previous one
That was-
was.
okay, never
Yep,
mind. Yeah.
because what percent of males versus this one is percent of all students are.
That's gonna get me
Males
the
that are
wording.
That's why I'm trying to be like really intentional even about how I'm like reading them when I say them out loud for y'all.
Yeah.
Like so that you're hearing what you're like looking for, and also why I was like highlighting the stuff that one day.
Yeah.
Just so you can like really process what you're looking for. So 24 is a continuation of this problem. Look again at the table of political views. Find the conditional distribution, so the percentages of political views for females. So what we're looking for is basically out of the total number of females, how many are, like, what percent are liberal, moderate, conservative. So I would just label them like L for liberal. So this would be 35 out of 77, which is 45%. Moderate is going to be 36 out of 77, which is 47%. And then conservative is 6 out of 77, which is 8%. And then for males, it's asking the same thing, but for males, we do everything the same, except for obviously it's out of 115 now. So we would be 50 out of 115 for liberal. Oh, I can't write 115, which is about 43%. Moderate is 44 out of 115, which is 38%. And then conservative, 21 out of 115, which is 18%. So then part C wants us to make a graphical display that compares the two distributions. So I would do, well, there are different options, but for this one, I think just because we already did some of the other kind, I'm going to do a side-by-side bar chart so we can see that. And the highest percentage is 48, so I'm only going to go up to 50% on my graph. I don't need to go all the way up to 100 since we don't have anything that's that high up. So like that. I guess I should put 0 down here at the bottom. And then I'm just going to label L, M, and C like I did up here for the percentages. And when we're doing the side-by-side bar chart, I like to use 2 different colors. So I'm going to do pink for female and blue for male.
Can we just do like shaded or unshaded and that works?
Yeah, you just need to make sure you label. So like if you're going to do that, I would do like a box for female that's like not shaded, and then the box for male, just make sure you shade it in so it's clear which one's which. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do all the female ones first. So liberal, we had 45%. Bless you. For moderate, 47%. So I'm just going up a little higher than I did on the last one. And conservative was only 8%, so little tiny box. Then for male, it was at 43, so I'm just going a little lower than. For moderate, 38 is less than that. And then conservative was 18.
May I have your attention, please? Teachers, I made a mistake and pushed the wrong button at the end of the drill and did the horns but not phones, so the drill is over. You can report concerns, problems to me. Again, the drill is over, and I did press the button for the horns but not the phones. Right now it's just the phones. Thank you.
I wonder who else was still standing.
I don't know.
'Cause that means I found somebody else was like.
Somebody probably called and asked, "Is it over?"
Is it over yet?
That's funny. I mean, I could only barely hear it, but at some point I probably would have walked outside because I would have felt like that was getting excessively long.
Yeah.
Now, if it was real, you would have done.
No, obviously.
Dude, we
if they
should've
came
left
over
it.
and were like, "This is a lockdown. This is not a drill. I repeat, not a drill." Then no, obviously I'm staying in the corner. I'm hiding under my desk. Like, what?
Miss Townsend wasn't gonna like walk out. Like it would have been funny.
It's
They
better
would have
if
stayed
they
there.
would have heard the phone. Chemistry.
They also would have been in trouble because the door wasn't locked.
Yeah.
Because we just walked right in.
I really wanted to bang on the door. Open up.
I probably would have been like,
I know. I don't think they would have heard because they didn't hear us talking in there.
"That's
They
true."
only heard me when I like opened the door.
They probably figured it was part of the drill. All right. Do the variables politics and sex appear to be independent?
Not really.
Why?
The only ones that are closest in percent are the liberal ones. The other ones are kind of
Yeah.
they vary.
So when did? Oh wait, never mind. I'm thinking.
So we're looking at the comparison here to here.
Okay.
So if these were the same, because when I first saw these, I was like, oh, like, we're doing good. Like, that could be considered independent. It's pretty close. And then as we got farther, I was like, oh, no, that is not anymore. So I would say, like, no, while a similar percentage or percent of males and females or consider themselves liberal. More females are moderate.
Thanks.
And more males are conservative. And I think I would just kind of like leave it at that.